So, last time we beat the dungeon and then Daddy-O bit the dust. And then we did some social stuff. That's cool, I guess. Alright, right. Had a lot of really good curry that I made today. That's some good shit. Curry rice is like so easy to make. And it's so fucking delicious.
On your feet, inmate.
What the fuck? Also, my throat is still sore, so expect me to clear my throat more often and also have a raspier voice.
Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened.
So what did happen, asshole?
Who knows?
You know,
However,
fucko.
Don't you sense it? The malicious will of another? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to...
Yeah, whatever. Hey, this means we're slowly reaching the end of the game.
As Igor.
Hooray.
We shall meet...
Yeah.
Time's up.
Is that true?
Did you hear? Okamura died. It's all over the news. Collapsed during his press conference, right? I wish I'd been watching when it happened. Probably better off. It was a total disaster. I never imagined seeing a heart attack would be so unsettling.
Oh no, your internet fame went down.
The news says it was because of illness, but either way you spin it, it's still bizarre. Damn, I wish I'd seen it live. At some point during this stream, I'm going to be eating a Snickers, so prepare for that.
Listen this time.
And in this
okay?
age, proletarian literature, that is, literature written by the working class. Did you see that interview? I thought it was going to be some hidden camera show at first. So scared I changed the channel. Really looked like he was in pain. That was sick. Will you quiet down? We're in class right now, asshole. Not to mention you have midterms starting on Monday. Focus on studying. Things are getting pretty bad. Should probably study. Haven't done that in a while. Seems police have shown up at our school. Police? What for? Your sister hasn't told you about any of this? Nothing at all. Could this be related to Okamura's death in some way? There's no connection between our school and Okamura Foods. Think they came to talk to Haru? She's absent today. Seriously, what are they here for? Can't even begin to fathom the reason. Anyhow, let's be particularly careful not to stand out, and head straight home when school ends. Good. Yeah,
we haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I see.
We were hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking. Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Eat them nuts.
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
The principal? No one told me about that.
No pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life. And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another. You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse.
Also, it's not like it's hard to fake a calling card like that. Anyone can do
Moreover,
it.
your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible? if
I'm
it were
actually
made up?
surprised. Like, okay, no, I'm not surprised, but if I was a character in this setting, I would be surprised that we hadn't seen more calling card things and more people faking things by trying to blame the Phantom Thieves and stuff for it. Because, you know, once this kind of thing comes up, that would probably be the first thing a lot of criminals and stuff would try to do. You know, fake in relation to the Phantom Thieves and stuff.
And I hate
But
to
whatever.
admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous
Yeah.
person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
I'm not sure if I'm misremembering, but thinking about that kind of reasoning, like faking a typical,
You can see the writers focused on important details.
yeah, but like this thing of like trying to use, what do you call it, a certain kind of tick or some kind of special thing that a like serial murder or serial crime committer or whatever does. It's like a thing in a lot of crime novels. I remember, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was Agatha Christie or something that had one of those, or if it was no, it wasn't Agatha Christie, it was something else. What was it? Some kind of balls, I can't remember. It was a famous series though, but I can't remember what it was. But it dealt with exactly this, where they like first assumed that every single one of them that showed these same symptoms was done by the same person, until they finally realized that, you know, it might be multiple people trying to use the same thing to cover up their own tracks and divert attention and stuff. It might have been an Agatha Christie novel, I'm not sure. Can't recall right now. Anyway. Well, let's go forward, investigate and pursue this criminal.
Simple enough. There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
Wasn't it Doyle?
All right.
Might be. I mean, I'm sure there's multiple ones that cover the same kind of thing.
But with the subsequent deaths
But
of Okumura
I'm not
and
sure which
Shujin's
one
principal, the
I'm
public's
faintly
opinion
recalling
changed.
in my mind.
Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... What's the matter? Is it a side effect? What in the world did the police inject into you? Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused. Don't scare me like that. If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable. Well then, let's move on. At last we arrive at your most recent crime. You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself. Now, explain everything to me.
Oh hey, now this is actually a twist I didn't see coming. Good job, writers. You actually managed to surprise me in some manner. Well, How would they assume that he has a palace? Weird. Maybe because she got too caught up in crime-solving business. I don't know. Hold on. Eating Snickers.
Probably a tip by Detective Dude to go after her.
Wait. I didn't get to do anything at all today. What the fuck, game?
That flash forward was very tiring.
Kari, my apologies for messaging you early in the morning. Things have calmed down a bit at home, so I thought there's something I need to tell you. What's the matter? There's actually something that's caught my attention. I think I need to discuss it with everyone, though. Should be not. Yeah, you don't. Okay.
With this, preparations are finally in place. The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. Now then, she'll be next. Yes, I've already spoken to Human Resources about it. It will be a heavy responsibility. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time. Indeed. They'll become the criminals we've set them up to be. Just as you instructed.
All according to Keikaku. Keikaku.
It's so damn loud.
Where's Haru?
She's the one that called us, so she'll show up eventually.
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father. Wait, what?
What's up?
People are posting that we killed President Okumura!
So it's begun already.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
Still! They were raving about us so much, and now they just treat us like murderers?
What a lightning-fast change of attitude.
They don't know a damn thing about our situation.
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
But there's no way to vindicate ourselves.
Haru! I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the one who asked
People
you
on
all to
internet are
make time for me, too.
hypocrites. How shocking.
People on the internet just want to blame someone. How shocking.
My condolences. Must be rough. I'm okay now. I called everyone together because there was something worrying me. Did you all target the principal?
Huh? The principal? You mean ours?
Yes. What makes you say that? Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home. It was a woman named...
That's...
I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office. Considering that this was right after what happened, it It's got to be Shujin's.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Doesn't this all seem weird to you? It may just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quickly after President Okumura's incident.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
No shit.
For real?
That could be.
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
Of course you do. What are you talking about?
What else are we supposed to do then?
Obviously, we're
All
trying to
calm down
be...
for a moment.
They want to set us up as a fucking murderer so they can get rid of us. What the fuck are you talking about? The motive is as obvious as fucking...
From
the
what Haru
whales
said,
fucking
even
floating in the
police
sky.
are
I don't know.
suspecting that the Phantom
Jeez.
Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now. In addition, we have midterms next week.
Exams? At a time like this? I envy you, Futaba. Futaba?
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it.
Goodbye.
I wonder what that could be. At any rate, we need to behave and not draw attention to ourselves. Understood?
Midterms. That was their motive for the murder.
Yeah. I want to hang out with Shogi Nerd so that the corner picture makes more sense.
For real?
Though actually it already makes sense, considering the current plot. It's impossible. Nobody could ever fake anything. Shut the fuck. And I still don't get to do anything. Great. I don't even get to study. Thanks, game. Thanks a lot. I wonder what I don't get to do today. Sorry for worrying you, everyone. I won't be able to respond for a little while longer. You don't need to mind us. More importantly, are you doing alright? I'm okay. I'm more worried about the people at the company, to be honest. It seems everyone's having difficulty with not only clients, but the press as well. Even handling the preparations for my father's funeral, I just feel so guilty that I'm unable to help out at all. Certain everyone understands this is a trying time for you, and we're here if anything happens. Don't push yourself. With the bone. Don't care. Don't care either. Game really wants me to care, but nope. Ain't nobody got time for that. Who on earth set us up? Does anyone have any idea? Of course not. If I were to guess, I would say the culprit behind the mantle shutdowns. Wait, how do we even know we got the setup to begin with? They found a calling card in Principal Kobayakawa's office. Someone else had to have planted that, obviously. In the worst case scenario, it's possible they know our identities. This is bad, guys. Our state of affairs is looking quite bleak. Let's put our innocence. How are we gonna do that, though? Looks like our only choice now is to find the true culprit. Although we don't have any leads. How's this gonna happen to us? Because you fucking stuck your dick into the beehive. Obviously, it's gonna sting back. Are you stupid or something? Oh wait, I forgot. All these characters are written to be fucking retarded. Everything is up. It's been tough. This is, well, I don't care. Finally get to do things. What are we gonna do today? What are your plans? Exams are close. I can give you what do you think? Want to study together? Sure. Trying difficult problems is good, but the most important thing is your fundamentals. Well, how are they? Good. Whoa! Studying with Makoto deepen your understanding.
All right.
Yeah. Getting back to the basics is necessary when you're lost in both studying and regular life. There's a great opportunity for me to review as well. Okay, let's try a few more complicated problems now.
Alright then.
Go over the materials in your head before you go to sleep. I wish they would use commas in their fucking texts, because they don't, and it makes it hard to understand which words belong together sometimes.
Yo.
Because here she could have said, let's look at a few more complicated problems, or let's look at a few more complicated problems, which are different things. Anyway, here the Phantom Thieves killed someone. It's all over the news. Yeah, we sure did. I'm beat. Higher-ups aren't happy with the one-off articles anymore, so I'm needing some more info from you. Let's go.
Oh?
Oh, the Ace Detective is serious, huh? I see. Oh yeah, there's something I need to apologize to you about.
Those are people that insert words like KEK into the script, remember?
Yeah, I know. You know, it's part of my job to research particular things. Well, I ended up finding out about your criminal record. Thoughts. I realized you weren't just some ordinary kid back with my chief, so I did some digging out of curiosity, and I found a ton more than I was expecting.
Sorry.
So, sorry about that. I have to say though, the ruling made in your case was really odd. Some kind of deal must have gone down behind the scenes to make sure that was the end result. It must have been tough for you to handle, you're just a kid. Well, just forget about the past. We're in the same boat when it comes to being labeled.
That's a breach of privacy.
Mm-hmm. Your incident? Exactly. I've made a vow to avenge my partner for... Whoops. Lala, refill. No. Your turn to tell the truth. Can't go rooting around this in the kid's past and expect to keep your own secrets hidden. Wait, don't blame me for that. He doesn't have anything to do with my private business. I mean, it's not like I don't trust you. And hold on a sec, why am I getting treated like the bad guy? Look, you're gonna feel way better talking to someone who understands exactly what you're going through. Besides, you'll explode if you keep all that alcohol-fueled anxiety bottled up in you. That's true. And I guess this is the fairest course of action for our business partnership, huh? Just don't tell anyone, okay? Back when I covered politics for my publisher, I had a partner who helped with photography, Kaya Murakami. We were a pretty well-known team in the industry. We blew the lids of countless scandals together. That is, until that day came. We were on the trail of a certain bureaucrat who was involved in a slush fund to support refugees. He kept himself pretty well guarded, so it was almost impossible to get any solid leads on the guy. Then, one night, I got a voicemail from Kaya saying she had gotten hold of something big. But that was the last I ever heard from her. The next day, that bureaucrat was found dead at a love hotel, and Kaya had gone missing. Well, the cause of death is unknown. The authorities couldn't tell whether it was a murder or a suicide. As for the killer,
Shit.
police accused Kayo. They said she killed him in a crime of passion. It's impossible though. She never would have slept with a disgusting man like that. And more importantly, it's pretty damn fucked up to make allegations like that without any evidence. Sorry, the case was closed, but we never found the truth, and Kaya was labeled a professional disgrace. And since we were partners, the company decided it would be best to move me to another department. I'm going to prove Kaya's innocence, though. That's why I'm conducting my own private investigation now. How's the search going? Not great. The incident happened over a year ago, so almost everyone's forgotten about it by now. But thanks to all the info you've been giving me, I should have more time to focus on my own investigation. Won't let this opportunity slip through my fingers.
They are gonna make you go to Mementos for this, aren't they?
Yep, that's gonna be the end goal, I'm sure. Alright, we're even now. I didn't enjoy it though. You sure about that? It's been ages since I've seen you smile this much. Well, maybe you're right. I haven't felt this alive in a long time. Okay then, I'll write a great article to commemorate our sharing session. Exclusive to Phantom Thieves' lofty ideals in connection with a secret society. Huh, just kidding. Don't worry, I'll definitely come up with a better headline before we go to print. Hey, did you know about that murder thing that was going on?
Alright.
There would be a, So there's just one thing that bothers me. There's no doubt the chief is onto my investigation. Maybe we should keep acting like a couple so we can trick him. How's that sound? I'll leave the kid alone. Hey, it's getting late. Shouldn't you be heading home by now? Did you see that guy that said, "Meh, I don't care either way"? Yeah, that's me. All I care about is this game ending. Wonder when Nakamura will start coming back to school. I know the funeral soon. Must be tough organizing the funeral for a bigwig CEO. Nakamura is usually pretty quiet. Do you think she's okay? Hard to believe the dad of such a nice girl could be so evil. Didn't expect this from the Phantom Thieves. That was a full-blown public execution. Things are looking rough online. They're just calling us a bunch of murderers. All the celebrities who supported us are being criticized now too. It's all gone up in flames. People are posting about this stuff everywhere. I highly doubt that anyone who supported us did so, honestly. There must have been many who simply went with the winning side. I get mixed feelings about this when you put it that way. It does make me rethink a lot of things. Makes you think. Thinking emoji. That aside, we need to deal with our situation first. Our state of affairs. I just had a fucking... My mind just flashed to a reality where they included emojis in these chat conversations. And
That really fires up those neurons.
That made me so uncomfortable. You can't just sit back and watch this happen. I can't make any move when you don't have any leads. How are we supposed to do then? Find out when your exams end will be the perfect timing. For what? Don't worry about it. Nah, it's not like anything's important's going on right now, so just don't worry. For the time being, let's discuss things after our exams end. Ugh, there's no way I can focus on exams like this. Can you ever?
We're lucky this game isn't even worse than...
Hey, asshole. Pay attention. Is that how you listen to when someone's talking to you? Feel a murderous intent. Whoa, that was an epic dodge. Fuck off. Is nuts. Is he a ninja? Tch. Well, whatever, moving on. Ooh, you've got the entire class's attention. Your charmer's definitely increased. Hand on neck. People are saying terrible things about us. Yeah, I don't care. What are you doing right now? Still hanging out in the hallway. Let's go.
Yo. Hey.
Got to do with the track team. You mind hearing me out? Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Man, I'm stuffed. Pretty damn good, huh? Just This one's on me. I don't expect it to happen too often, though. Wait. Where's my wallet? Ah, whatever. What do you mean, whatever? Oh, by the way, I got a text from Takaishi. He said the track team's gonna try and ditch Yamauchi. They want to start practicing without him. They're trying to get their old coach back, too. The one from before Kamoshida? Looks like they're finally walking their own path. Not running? Huh? I mean, yeah, they're probably doing sprints or... Wait. For a guy who wears glasses, you're pretty damn dumb. What are you talking about? I made a joke, you asshole, and you didn't get it.
Actually...
Oh, and, they asked me to come back to the team. Did you say? I had to turn them down. Felt kinda bad, but that's not where I belong now. When you first came to Shujin, people were talking so much shit about you. You took it in stride. You just did whatever you thought was cool and didn't care what other people said about you. I think that's why people kinda get pulled towards you, man. Wherever you decide to be, that's where you belong. Makes you think, dude. You know, back before I met you, I kept making excuses for why I couldn't fit in. It was always because of someone else. Kamoshida, the track team. Hell, I even blamed my dad. Fucking loser. I realize now, as long as I'm being myself, I'll always have somewhere I can fit in. It ain't really the same place as before, but it's damn good. Just glad I found it. Gotcha. Don't worry, man. There's a place here for you too. Right next to me. Or maybe ahead. Something like that. Pretty gay. One more to go.
All right.
Ain't gonna stop training though.
When you
They got a
joined,
long way to
people
go.
hated you, and look, now they still hate you.
Yeah. Someday I'm gonna show you speed so lightning fast you're not even gonna be able to see me. Gonna turn into Sonic. Wait, but if you can't see me, I'm already showing you anything? Ah, whatever. I think we've been talking too long. We're all out of manja. Wanna try grilling some toothpicks?
Wanna head back?
Is that a thing people do? Or is toothpick an analogy for something else? Something actually edible? I guess all the praise they got before doesn't amount to much now. Sam's is such a downer. Let's go. What is this? I'm so confused. What is the meaning? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. Think together. Yeah, you can't abandon Lady On. I think your life depends on it. What the fuck? Don't think we'll get the point up before the exams, but whatever.
Okay.
This stuff should be nothing compared to Shadows. Let's work together and defeat it. Okay, time to work. You're free. Sorry, I'm free. See? You're free. Only one promise left. Can you come with me? Sure.
Yo.
Gonna be opening up shop soon, so I'll need you to do the dishes.
Hey.
I really hate that their mouths keep moving even after they talked. So bad. Can I bother you for a moment? Now that the funeral is over, it feels like a small burden has been lifted from my shoulders. Are you alright? I actually feel bad having everyone worry about me. How about you? Are you doing okay? I'm managing. If you're strong, I'll come back, don't worry. I think I'll be able to rejoin everyone around when exams end. Well, see you. Yeah.
Well then.
Your exams start tomorrow, don't they? You should just focus on those for now. And get to work once your exams are over. Wait, where is Futaba? Oh, I didn't write back yet. Let's go. The last promise is being okay without you around, but something I want to show you before that. Can you come to my room today? I'll be waiting. Okay. Fuck exams. This is one of the promise lists I made with my mom. See, everything on here is marked off as being done. But that's kind of wrong. There was one promise I lied about doing, one promise I never actually finished. It was get along with Kana. This all started back when I was in elementary school. I used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird I was. The other kids always accused me of cheating because I get perfect scores on my tests. Then one time I turned in a test with nothing written down instead. The school ended up yelling at my mom. My life at school was horrible. Sometimes during recess, I'd lock myself in the bathroom and cry. Didn't have a single friend. I was always alone. But then a girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first. Then when she was there, the other kids bullied her, like they did to me. But one day she said something to me. Good morning. She started saying it every day from then on. Well, how did you react? Well, to be honest, I completely ignored her. In the first few times, I thought the bullies had put her up to it. But without fail, she'd come over to me to say good morning. Then eventually I decided to say it back. It felt like my heart was gonna shatter into a million pieces. But apparently she'd been saying it to me that whole time because she thought we could be friends. She was the first person who didn't mind how weird I was. I was so happy about making a friend that I told my mom. That's when she added something to my promise list. Get along with Kana. But I couldn't do it. One particularly windy morning, Kana dropped her diary and the pages flew everywhere. I didn't really mean to look, but I ended up seeing everything she had written down. And once I see something, I can't forget it. It was all so horrible. She wrote about how her parents hit her, how they made her take pictures in weird clothes. Kana's diary was full of stories like that. Then when I asked her about it, she got really defensive. I felt terrible, but she just kept yelling at me for reading it. Did you apologize?
No.
No, I just froze up. And then I ran. Ran and ran. I wanted her to stop yelling. I wanted to go back to how things were before. Kana ended up moving away pretty soon after that. I haven't talked to her since. So, I lied to my mom. Even after Kana left, I would tell her we were best friends. Every month, she'd write that promise on my list. And every month, I'd lie about it. I wish I could apologize to Kana somehow. I really want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for not helping her, though she was going through even worse stuff than I was. Sorry for reading her diary. Sorry for running away. I hate being such a coward, but I think I might be able to face my fears now that I'm a promise-settling phantom thief. Get along with Kana. Gonna do it for real this time. Oh, I didn't mean to tell you all that. Not even Sojiro knows. This is so embarrassing. You have to help me now, got it? Got it. This is another part of our deal.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna get on that right now. Time to go look up Kana's deeds. Oh, and sorry I wasn't too hospitable today. I'll have to wait for next time.
Okay?
Now, fuck off. See, those elements of the stories I enjoy, because they give some depth, they're down to earth, they're realistic. Anyway, this isn't much of an update, but I think I'm going to go back to school starting tomorrow. Sorry for worrying all of you until now. Are you really okay though? You're not to push yourself. I actually need to push myself. My mind always wonders if I have nothing to do. I get you. Besides, there's nothing I can do while I'm at home. Well, I know how to put it, but try not to think about that stuff too much. If anything happens, you can rely on us. True. To be completely honest, when I ended up alone, I did doubt you all a tiny bit. Can't blame me for that, but it's so horrible for me to doubt you. I mean, I'm the one who asked you to do all this. Father just passed away. It's natural to feel a flood of emotion at such events. Pretty hard when you lose someone like that. But I'm okay now. You've all helped me so much. Back at you. See you at school. Let's go. Even though it won't help. Too much shit on these exams. I'm never gonna catch up if I try and learn everything. Right, let me predict what parts are gonna show up on the test. Here, here, and here. Come on, you can trust me. Are you sure about this? It is worrying, but Ryuichi seems pretty lucky, so maybe you should try trusting him. Of course, you might want to study everything else later too, just in case. Yep, didn't help.
Alright.
You don't got a thing to worry about, man. And if we fail, at least we'll be together. Let's do this. Oh, how about something to eat while we're at it? Fries, okay?
Alright then, let's go.
Also, the fucking meter dropping gradually makes no sense. If anything, it would take a huge dunk at the beginning and then slowly stabilize, but anyway. Pulling all-nighters is the worst. I really should have started studying sooner. At least the school festival soon. Thing I'm looking forward to most right now. Yeah, but are they still gonna hold it? Might get cancelled. I say that. They're bumming me out before the exams. Yeah, you're bumming me out. Things are bad enough as is. If they cancel the festival, the students will riot. Fight, fight, fight! Don't care.
Pretty bad, huh?
Fountain thieves have gone off the deep end, don't you think? I thought they were gonna change that CEO's heart, but they ended up killing him instead. People have been saying that they killed Principal Koikawa too. I thought they were bad, but I never expected they'd turn out to be murderers. Does this mean anyone who gets targeted is screwed?
Ahem.
Shut the fuck. I'll now be handing out your exam booklets. Okay.
Well, shall we begin?
Ooh, we can do this!
Essay question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Explain why the guillotine was used during the French Revolution. Doctor. Advantage. Looks like they needed a method of execution that was quick and impartial.
Yep. Hey!
I say I'm rooting for the Fountain Thieves, you know they're murderers, right? That doesn't mean that the criminals should be left to
A
do
whole
whatever they want.
test on guillotines? Weird.
Still, couldn't they have at least left the principal to the police? And I mean, did you see the press comment? Wonder if the country has been right about this? I don't remember saying that.
Now everyone.
What the fuck?
Now everyone.
Which of the following statements about this bottle is true? The polyhedron, black to white ratios. Think this one? Hold on for a sec. Persona 5 Mitra. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. 32 faces, apparently.
Sounds about right.
Ooh, we can do this!
Sounds about right. What is the meaning of robot? The Czech word that is the root word of robot. Slave labor, wasn't it?
Ooh, we can do this!
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I don't care about this.
Okay, class, let's get started.
English name for the phenomenon where it feels like a cell phone is vibrating.
Ooh, we can do this!
Which
You
of the following
forgot to
government
say shut the
organizations do
fuck.
the cormorant fishermen of Nagaragawa belong to? I think it was this, wasn't it?
Ooh, we can do
Okay.
this! Nice!
Oh, I actually wanted to read that part, but whatever.
Knowledge.
Weird. The game says I should have more questions here, but I guess not. Received word from Futaba about our upcoming meeting. There's still some time until we do things.
What should we do?
Not troubling. Up. Have you come up here to assist me? You heard that, didn't you? I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering. It's just so much has happened to me lately. Well, perhaps I could share this with you. I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life. The source of my worries is that my father's company. What a surprise. Dealing with the aftermath has been difficult. Given how unexpected the accident was, my father didn't have a will. All of his stocks transferred to me. Which means suddenly I'm the biggest shareholder in a company of over 1,000 employees. But I don't know the first thing about business direction or fund management. Hire someone.
Yes.
It's quite hard to fathom. I may be the president's daughter, but I never anticipated I'd end up involved in company matters. Because of that, I've been meeting with all the various officers and lawyers my father employed lately. They've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not entirely sure about. Assets, stocks. It's clear some people only want to get on my good side, though. I don't know who I can trust. They try to sound comforting by saying things like, "Don't worry," or "Leave it to me," but feels like they're really only being so nice so they can get their hands on my bank account. I never realized I could be so distrustful of other people. No, I'm sorry for ranting on about this matter. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit, though. The only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees, but I think what I really needed was someone who's closer to my own age, closer to my own viewpoint. If it isn't too much trouble, could we speak about this again some other time? In return, what can I do to help you? I don't have any unique talent. You have a talent of being incredibly rich. How about this? You know, gardening. I'm actually quite skilled at it. A few years ago, I even managed to grow a tropical fruit on the balcony at my house. To be honest, this is what I do when I'm alone to take my mind off everything that's happened. No, that's right. I stored some vegetables somewhere. You still have some time, yes, would you mind waiting here for a moment? Oh my god, I'm gonna get veggies. I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their colors and shapes, but you'll find out once you eat them. It's mostly normal things like tomatoes and zucchini.
What's
They're
your
definitely unique though.
superpower? I'm rich, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask of you. I'd like to get Sakura's opinion on my vegetables. Do you think I could bring my next harvest over to your cafe? Really? Him? Really, I'm sure Sakura will give an honest opinion. I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good.
Now, shall we go?
My honest opinion. Fuck, it's not even 8 o'clock and I'm already tired.
Congrats on surviving midterms.
Thanks. For some reason I didn't even get the last questions.
For real this time.
Even though they're on the
Couldn't
thing here.
concentrate at all.
Gathering everyone's opinions and immediately acting upon them in order to make that natural course of action a reality. I will...
Again? It's so damn loud!
More importantly, what's this you want to talk about?
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was? The medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Huh? Aren't you the real one, though?
Oh, the guy who called himself Medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past Medjed.
And that
The Overgrupp
means...
Emperor is doing his speeches again.
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it.
No. I mean, if you have a lot of code, sure, but small samples of it really can't tell you much. You need a massive amount of data to really form anything close to a fingerprint.
The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all. But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of Medjed? Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently? How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official Medjed member.
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves? For what purpose?
I thought the whole point of Medjed was that all the members are anonymous, so how do you even know if someone's a real member or not? Like, if the entire point of the group... Like, the entire point of Anonymous, which is obviously the relationship here, is that you don't know who's a part of Anonymous or not. Like, there's no official Anonymous members or not, and that's the point, because that makes it hard to identify who's doing what in reality. It just seems like an opaque kind of sort of shifting group of people that just have something together at one particular point in time. So that makes no sense.
This is animes. People are overly perceptive. Apart from moments they act like idiots.
Could they have been doing it for fun? It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
Wait a moment. What if it's the other way around? Perhaps they used the Medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
What? That makes no sense!
I actually thought the same as Makoto.
Why is that?
Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website. There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
For summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings, particularly the time when President
Mishimura's
Okumura ranked
medjed.
first.
Confirmed.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who tampered with the site are the same person? I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result. On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings. The perfect timing and the perfect target. If both of those had been set up...
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start? No way.
This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence. But if all your deductions happen to be correct, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
We gotta be overthinking things. I mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed. Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up, then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation. Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must overcome this.
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap, even at this very moment?
Yeah.
Or you just
Doesn't
losing
mean
his
we've lost
marbles.
Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them.
Just.
We need to find clues, no matter what.
I'm not gonna apologize for that.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you
Sang
thought to
Shin.
reopen it. And you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily on that achievement.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis. Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command. I'd like you to oversee this operation. You've yet to give an answer. Will you accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves?
I will give it everything I have.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you, but I assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish this task is unacceptable.
Of course, I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
How does that work?
That is
I
all.
thought she was just
I
an
expect good
investigator.
results from
Can
you.
she have the skills to lead people?
I mean, you know, if she was actually smart and not just written to be smart, you would immediately know that something's up, because this isn't how things work. And it's an unbelievably bad move on his part, due to the reason that you
I'm
mentioned.
home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
Alright! He's so fucking mad about the mirror, holy shit. I think I'm gonna confiscate that for a bit. No more mirror for you, buddy. Stop being so mad all the time, okay? Not healthy.
You look awful, though.
He scream
Aren't
itself.
you tired?
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion.
Promotion!
I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies. Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
The director just gave her a generous promotion. Nothing fishy about it.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular.
But didn't she do that, like, all the time already anyway?
This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
She says to herself instead of just thinking it. Things have become somewhat troublesome. Just try to stay calm. Sis told me she's been entrusted with an important task regarding Phantom Thieves. Yes, this SYU must surely be on the move at this point. So what? Hey, weren't you already investigating us though?
Everybody in the school is gonna be lined up against the wall and asked if they're the Phantom Thieves.
Police were doing so in secret. This operation is on a much different scale. Hold on a sec. What's this SYU thing anyway? Special Investigations Unit, an elite team that deals with huge cases like government scandals. Heard that name on the news, they make headlines often. The real insane part is, they haven't lost a case against a suspect in like 50 years. They come after you, you're screwed. They're the best investigation force in Japan. We're going to be arrested. Doesn't this countermeasure seem somewhat extreme? Right or wrong, I think we're just way too famous at this point. As this is a country governed by law, they can't afford to ignore us for any longer. Maybe the Phantom Thieves, but this is miserable. We probably have a pretty narrow suspect profile by now too. Hey, don't scare us like that. It's okay though, they don't have any evidence. Yes, I expect they're frantically searching for some as we speak. No way they're gonna find anything though. It's only a matter of time. We have to hurry and do something about this. Aha. Don't worry
Is
about
Manfred von Karma a member of SHU?
Totally. Real convenient timing, huh? Oh, I don't get to do anything cool. Always amazing when I don't get to do anything.
Damned Phantom Thieves.
What the fuck?
Okay, quiet down.
Police are here at the school, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of cancelling it, but we couldn't just do that. The preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? All this stuff about the principal in Kamoshida this year, I guess it can't be helped. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? The police are at Chujin? They haven't come to my school. Seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're gonna get called into? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves mentally for this. Gotta be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Careful, guys. You should probably try not to say too much. They'll see through any lies you try and make. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary. Let's fuck this up.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and... You two will go together. Huh? Why together? Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far. Oh yeah, right. Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Your name is completely inaudible. Impressive.
Mm-hmm. It's too cursed. That's why.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick.
Indeed.
Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida? You're more hot-blooded than you look.
You are the one
You
who
spent
must
time
not
with quite
be
an interesting
named.
group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school? Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
That sure was tough. Anyway, what's going on?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was
I
probably
sure
fine.
hope you will be cleared of
Oh, I would've
suspicion
been
and
done
will
for if
never
they
be
saw how
found
sweaty
out.
My hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary? Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister. That's not true, Mako-chan. It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do. We need to make sure
What are you
we
gonna
don't
do?
have suspicion.
Cry about it?
Name
And
was
work to clear our
Dojima.
names.
If only. Oh man, I fucking miss Dojima so much.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
The pup
I'm
is
worried about
probably
the police
somewhere
too,
in
but
Tokyo.
As of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you. No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away. As
With
for
my
everyone
fucked
else,
up eye.
you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you three second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Oh cool, great. Even more time I don't get to use for my own decisions.
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
What are you talking about though? We can just be friends.
Fine.
Like drawing suspicion in us meeting will make sense if they already knew that at least one of us was like a part of the Phantom Thieves, but since they don't, us just meeting isn't really a problem. I mean,
That's
what?
how
I
she
agree.
is gonna
The
find
more
out
time I have
stuff
to
more
kill, the more
quickly.
time I'll
She
spend
can
worrying
point
about
each
all
eye
this
in
stuff.
different direction.
If anything, it sounds much more weird than that all of you will be on the executive committee. Anyway,
No
whatever.
matter what happens,
I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate.
Nah, you should go on the offensive and stab some people.
Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Quote from cop stabbed. What are you gonna do, stab me?
Of course.
Alright, I don't get to do shit.
Okay.
Protagonist doesn't need to be worried, so Jiro is gonna kick out anyone who will want to question you.
I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
I think this is the same voice as the one from Igor, except Igor has a deepening filter on it. Pretty sure they just reused the same voice actor. Don't care.
What's going
He
on?
spent the rest of the day kicking children.
Totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect now. How long are they gonna do this? You should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. Why did the school decide to have the festival so late anyway? I mean, changing the date just because there's schools all over the news? Moving it next to Tuesday only makes me more work for us. Won't be able to invite friends from other schools now that we're holding the festival on the weekday. Also be an inconvenience to anyone who we already invited. What about the post-festival party? Will there be enough people for the student sharing special? It'll be a real weird festival if we're also low. Speaking of the annoying media, we have been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know that there's a magic in math too? A magic square! It's a square in which adding up the number in any row, column or diagonal gives you the same total. Look at this!
Do you know this one?
What number should be in the middle of the square in order to make it a magic square?
This is it.
Correct!
Is this seppuku?
A 3x3 square only has one pattern, but a 4x4 square has 880 possibilities. In a 5x5 square, there are more than 200 million. Can you believe that?
No way.
Wow, really? Kinda smart, doesn't he?
Nice going!
Nah.
Alright.
If you had to choose, would you try to find Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? I choose the magic squares, hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated. Math doesn't kill anyone. So what do we gotta do as the school festival's exit committee? We'll need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. That thing they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to a panel, right? Festival states were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. We like that. Make sure to work hard at home, but you do that all the time. We can look stuff up. Oh, you can find... did you find anything about that? No good, huh? Sorry, try suspicion of us. No one need to question. No worries, I'll manage on my own somehow. We're kind of new, can't go...
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they're
I'm being so mad.
Ryuji, I'm too old for this shit. Sakamoto.
It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
We're gathering information too. You know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
It doesn't make any sense though, because the calling cards mention stealing hearts instead of murdering them, but whatever.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
You're right about that, but not in the sense that you mean.
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
You're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Nah, dude.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey.
In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
He never changed, you fucking idiots. I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously, even you're having trouble with this shit? What should we do? Meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow, only the better, the less you get, leave the player to actually play anything, the better. Okay, let's do everything we can right now, even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you?
Here we go!
I heard the police showed up at your school. As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
You can really feel he wanted to say, I'm gonna throw you out. He out back though, so that's admirable. What do we want to do? Church lady. Who's in Akiba? What? I didn't even know. Was anyone there? Oh, he's here. Ha ha ha. Nah, dude. Ha. Nah, dude. Alright, let's go to Shogi lady.
Good evening.
Oh shit, 4 items on my Steam wish list are on sale. Yes, fucking winter sales have begun. All Christmas sales things.
I look forward to it.
Sale things. Crimbus.
Thank you for today.
Is it a custom for the winner to slam the playing board in Shogi?
Has Nijima-san told you anything about the
It's
investigation?
just cool though. I don't know if it's custom, but it's cool.
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake.
It's also possible you're just
I thought
paranoid.
over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous. But without a powerful
She isn't
source
mentioning
of intel,
it because it's
we won't be able
classified.
to win against the police network, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble. And the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I'm not gonna have a choice.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
Why does she have, by the way, why does she have cherry tomatoes on her ears? Kinda weird.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
We have all the data from the PC of a public prosecutor. Finding his phone number was a no-brainer.
Damn, you're real impressive.
Wow, you can look at files? Astounding.
But then, wouldn't he wonder how we acquired his number?
Oh, whoops.
But then...
No, please.
I'll just say my sister had it. That isn't even technically a lie. Can you send me the number, Futaba?
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Hello, Akechi. The Phantom Thieves would like you to come at the oh, fuck. I fucked it up.
Just think of him as a source of intel. Nothing more. I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
Also, didn't you say you were gonna call him and not text him? Those are different things.
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
So
I'll
anyway,
keep
why
trying.
is Futaba sitting like L? Is it a reference?
Might be, who knows? I don't know.
Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
If it is a purposeful
counting on you,
reference and not
Makoto.
just a quirk, then... Ah, fuck. I hate this. Even more.
Can't police trace their phones?
You can only trace phones if you know which connections to trace. Like, you need to have a thing. You can't just, you know... Well, I mean, nowadays, with how much data you can just scrape together everywhere, they could possibly trace all traffic from all the students in the Shujin Academy, but I don't think the game is smart enough for that. But like, if you're thinking about wiretapping, then you need to know, like, which line to tap. You can't just, you know, tap everything. Oh, hey, I don't get to do anything cool.
Oh!
I mean by the message they sent to Detective Dude.
But they're on the council executive board, so, like, you have reason to contact him because they want him to get him. So that's not suspicious. What do you mean? What are you getting at?
Hey.
You hear who we're getting for a guest this year? You mean Akechi, right? Kinda saw that coming, everyone I know voted for him. Didn't see he was gonna make any more appearances though. Why do you agree to come here? Probably has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to
Oh,
our
I
school
thought
somehow.
they wrote him as Phantom Thieves.
No, that was me making a joke. Like...
I wasn't paying attention again.
I was making a joke like Makoto was gonna say the Phantom Thieves would like you to come to school, and then she would be like, oh fuck, I messed it up. Anyway, thanks for joining me. That was your joke for the evening. Maybe he'll tell us some stuff about the case. No way I'm gonna miss this panel this year.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, class, let's
School
get
festival
started.
tomorrow. Have you made all preparations? I'm the advisor for the ESS, so I'll be busy helping them today. ESS stands for English Studies Society, by the way. We need to advertise to Shujin's, a school that provides an education you can use anywhere in the world. Hey. There are tons of three-letter acronyms like ESS in the world. Can you tell me what the S in SOS means? Nothing.
That's correct.
SOS is often said to mean save our ship. Save our souls is another interpretation too. But in reality, it's not an acronym of anything. It's just a simple thing you can send in Morse code in an emergency. If you haven't finished preparing for the festival though, it's too late to send an SOS now.
Nice going.
School Festival isn't just a time for your students to goof off. It's an important event where we invite prospective students, PTA members, and the like to attend. This time we have a catching for a panel, and there will be twice as many guests even though it's a weekday. Spend twice as much time on makeup tomorrow too. Be on your best behavior, got it. Grades are out. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. We could get in the top 10. People look at smart students differently. I'm in the top 10. Whoa! Everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now. Perfect. Even though we should lie low. Amazing.
All right.
Pam param, pam pam param, pam pam. Mwah. Anywhere from Akechi? Nothing. So tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? Akechi declines our offer. We won't have a guest. Huh? That's what you're worried about?
Dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dot dot.
Appreciate the concern, but I will be fine. I just need to get Akechi to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's it up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was gonna go into hiding. But sure, I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully I can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I made any progress on that front. Hey. You. Pay attention, asshole. Is that how you listen to when someone's talking to you? Is this again? Why is this happening again already? Didn't we already have this? Well, whatever. Why did this never happen, and then now it happens immediately again?
Alright.
I don't get it.
He really fucking hates you.
Understandable. I would hate anyone that plays this game too.
Welcome home.
That's really gay, so I'm gonna go with it.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
What?
I know he triggered your PTSD.
Is this a fucking caricature? What is going on? Are you for real? Is this supposed to be believable? Because this sounds like a fucking perfect newspaper caricature. Oh my god.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible.
Basically what he just said amounted to know you.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political
I
scandals.
too always clap when I
Make
watch
Japan
TV.
great again.
We must resolve this problem.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
You're standing too.
Standing here is my
I clapped when I saw a politician I like. He broke new ground.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma.
Just like Hitler. That's why I like him so
A
much.
trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
That's the greatest attitude to have.
Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
The words honest and politician are oxymorons.
Why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize?
Mm-hmm.
Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs. I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
You already did, dude.
All right.
Hooray for more automatic social
That
links.
reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Look at that stride. Holy shit. He's gonna catch some tight slids tonight. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a good bit smarter than you, huh? Wow. Why are you being such a dick, Sojiro? Didn't notice I had gotten a response. He accepted the lecture invitation. Already knew that. Huh? Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. Lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes. Going to your school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. You wanna come too? Come on, it'll be fun.
Criminals.
Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. Sounds good. A time like this is the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Are you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I've always just dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks. My pleasure. Nah. Let's not do that. Let's watch a movie. We haven't done that in ages.
Sojiro is my role model. He is an asshole and completely heterosexual.
Thank you. Story of my nose, whatever, I don't even care. Let's fucking do it.
Well then.
Good morning, Mr. Snunt. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. You must infiltrate your own home without a proper key. Find the key and enter within 90 minutes, or forfeit ownership of all your possessions in your room. Good luck.
Okay, calm down. They won't see me if I climb over the outer wall.
What is this referencing? Whoa, he's climbing up those glass windows so effortlessly. That guy is too skilled.
Are they watching John Wick?
No, I don't think that's the reference.
It's referencing Mission Impossible.
That seems plausible, yeah. No, I don't know. It sounds a lot more like it's referencing some kind of reality TV show where someone breaks in or something. I don't know.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do
the
you
normal
normally do at
guy
a
here
school
with
festival?
my fucking cat in the bag.
That your
Look
mission,
around
should
at
you
the
choose to
exhibits
accept it, line
and
is a dead
eat stuff?
giveaway.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
There's no rules. Remember when we went to the beach before? Why not go about it like that?
The school festival in name isn't supposed to be for fun. More importantly, it's possible that both your names have come up during the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
Let's just talk about this in public. In front of all these people that could easily overhear us.
Oh,
I mean...
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
Well, it'll be a nice change of pace. A lot of nasty stuff's continued lately.
Shall we head off to the stands then? Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Am I fucking... Hold on a sec. Am I seeing fucking... What the hell? I'm not sure if I'm fucking going insane here, but just give me a second. The fuck is this? You see that? The fuck is that? What the fuck? Looks like a hand. What the hell? Oh, it is her hand. What the fuck? It blended so well together, it seemed like it was some kind of phantom hand floating on her ass. What the hell? I just realized that, you know, she has her fucking arms bent backwards, and those are her actual hands there, but oh my god.
They're pretty good.
Looks like some kind of weird artifact.
I know a great one. Follow me.
I think my brain is going dead. It's fucking dying.
This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
Why?
So, it's your classes stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home.
Is Kawakami gonna be a maid in school now?
May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Sure is wacky in here.
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
No, don't forget about the octopus. Talk about Splatoon, which is a much better game.
Makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
Ryuji is channeling Gordon Ramsay.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
Fuckers.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation?
It means I just give a shit.
Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi
It also
is
means I
planning.
think you should shut the fuck.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
What the fuck?
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
I don't get it.
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
Fuck it.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
The special one is catsup.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But... It's fine.
It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
You should take the pepper challenge, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue?
Ah yes, back to paranoia.
This isn't good. I keep suspecting every
That
little
was
thing.
one spicy meatball.
But a spicy meatball.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
Put him in a fucking
That Akechi
chokehold.
guy.
When he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
I mean, he already saw us together, like, previously during the TV thingy. So, like, he knows we're a group. So he could have just said, hey, you're all here. Anyway, whatever. Yes, we got over it all. We look okay. Associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot of other users. I'm tired. Didn't mind any of that. I just loved seeing that detective gulp down a special takoyaki. I had fun as well since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? No time to do anything in the evening. Go to bed, asshole.
Well then. Nice.
Oh, wait. Wrong one.
Nice.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed.
Why are they laughing?
Criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem.
How would it not?
However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? truth.
What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
He snitched too hard on the snitch. He out-snitched her.
What do you want to talk about?
No.
Oh, hey, finally we're getting back to that. You know, ages ago when he was like around...
That's gotta be shocked!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too.
Who snitches on the snitch?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Dude, it's the nav.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
So the mechanic did come into play. Good. Except for those times where it didn't. Where we were clearly around people and they didn't get pulled in, so it's still only convenient to the plot.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
Yep.
So you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me
Wow,
the moment he
that
noticed
is
me.
one edgy picture. Holy shit.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
Everyone gets a persona.
I swear it
I
just...
guess his persona is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah, There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion.
So how about those 10 minutes?
Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So,
Time
they're gonna
moves
make it all
slowly
our
when you
fault,
aren't there.
Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though!
No shit.
And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Does though. Are you fucking...
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Looks like Ryuji is taking too much roids.
How about yes? Where's the yes option? Not that I have any choice, but whatever.
I see. I don't think it's a bad deal, though. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply.
Hooray, social links.
All right. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that. I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
What? What is going on?
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
What the fuck was happening in the break room there? Why did it suddenly warp around like a fucking... What was that?
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like
Again,
this...
at this point, I don't know whether that was on purpose or if it was just the game being weird.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
Yep.
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Hey, wow. Welcome to this game.
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
Accept the proposal. What are you talking about?
Cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Nah.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
Again, anyone can make a card like this. And they even went through the phase where they had like merchandise about the Phantom Thieves. Like one of the first things to happen would be that they distribute like cards like that. Anyway, whatever, fuck you, game. Close fast, I don't care. Oh, I don't even get a choice. Amazing, thanks. Thank you, game.
Oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man.
That was almost perfectly the same as the actual clip. Sounding performance from the TTS.
Everybody give them another round of applause!
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking of... It feels like...
Whatever, I don't care.
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh, he's going to...
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there?
Huh? Is he...
Well then.
He's talking to me. So it...
Come!
Well, I'm going.
And your name is? Wait, you're a Kumara-san?
Yes.
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh? He's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Girls like her never sad or grieve.
Well...
To tell you the truth, I'm interested in that myself.
Wow, way to go!
I think it was him.
Oh, wait!
So, Okumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about!
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop?
This is how people act, right?
Definitely.
Sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting!
Was Ryuji just screaming just when it was getting interesting there? I'm sure that wasn't the intention, but it was the same voice actor.
Post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more... I still can't believe you said that. Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without... Thank you.
Whatever, I don't care.
You're a mysterious person. I think that... Just... Who knows? But I had to say, my first post... Here. I'd like you to have this.
Okay.
Now then.
Okay, bye. Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly. Tawa, what are you doing here in front of this store? I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing's perfect.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation
Sojiro is gonna kick you out.
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure will...
Shut the fuck.
Well, if things continue it...
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well.
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. If you can manage an arrest, I've made that's what
I
you
gave
want.
you a promotion, but now I'm mad at
The
you.
leadership of this country is about to change. We can I'll make my...
Whatever.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some... Oh. One more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur...
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes.
We're home. Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Is it something that you can't explain?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Why doesn't she just say it's a fake?
You will, huh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Was a change of heart triggered in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died,
there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that she might soon die in an odd way. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then, there's Futaba. These scandals always seem to find their way around you. What do you have to say? These people are called criminals by the general public. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? So, he's not connected with the Phantom Thieves, but is one himself? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Nope.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months.
It's no prank.
And on top of that, Futaba's involved too.
I'm gonna have to throw myself out at this rate.
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. And the outcome of that was me spending my retirement here. Also, the reason I took custody of you was me trying to selfishly atone for what happened to Wakaba. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And in the end, I'm the one being consoled. I'm hopeless. And a laughingstock, aren't I?
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out.
What? No way. What did you do with the real Sojiro? Haha.
I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say
He's come a
one
long
thing.
way.
Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Let's eat. I'm so hungry because I raised my voice so much.
Let's just leave that card there for the guests to find.
Scenario of being reported arbitrarily. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened. Oh, I'm tired.
What? He knows everything? Gotta be fucking kidding. Hey, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? You likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Yukari was not okay. The feeling that boss was no ordinary man, but he didn't recommend you turning yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? She was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a sec, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? Not impossible. It's getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this? By the way, I only just now noticed that Futaba's wearing a fucking Hot Topic shirt. Jesus Christ. Ah, God. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. What? The chief plays Splatoon. Wow, he's even cooler than I thought.
I'll just add this.
Alright, speaking of Splatoon, we're gonna play that now. After a quick break, that is. Hooray, we saved. Okay. Hold on for a sec. Alright, I'll be right back.
I have faith that you are safe on your last stop. You said the bright warm light will bring you home. Did you lie, my dear? Did you lie? The day is dark, I'm all alone. If you are there, just let me know. Just let me know. When the ashes all rise, the light shall fall. We'll the sky is dead and forever gone, will you find me? Will you find me? When the ashes arise, the light shall fall, will you find me? Will you find me? When the sky is dead and forever gone, will you find me? Oh, will you find me? When the ashes arise,